Blues Brothers.
We're going to have to blank that out.
Yeah. Yeah, sweet. Morning, I'm Pete.
I'm Matt.
We've just had a fat breakfast, chicken and waffles.
Hickories in Southport.
It's
Highly recommend it.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out things to film with the car, really. We've heard about there's a UK hot cars meet going on today in Southport. We're going to go and see what's going on with that.
Very last minute, and we're not even invited. But we're going to turn up, see what's going on, and one of our mates might even be there.
Yeah, he's got a ridiculous C63.
Yeah, C63 that's modded, and the thing is probably, I'd go out and say, could be the loudest in the country.
I would agree. I've never heard of anything like it.
We're both obviously big car guys. We love loud cars, but this thing actually hurts your ears.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's firing gunshots out of the back half the time as well.
Flaming and all sorts.
Yeah.
So, mad traffic as well, though. Not the best sign when you keep getting wires tangled around your feet on the accelerator.
What's the wire?
I don't know. I think there's some sort of old like neon lights down there, but the cables keep getting wrapped. That's an air freshener.
Oh, is it?
That is a nice air freshener as well. Smell it.
That is nice, actually. Okay,
self-made.
I can get behind
what the hell
self-made. It's like meth.
It looks
or
like,
something.
doesn't it? Yeah. Crystal purple meth.
Yeah, you'll have noticed you can actually hear us now, hopefully. We picked up some microphones.
Yeah, first video was a bit...
there was a bit of wind noise.
Bit of wind noise, yeah. But we're learning. We're new to this.
Exactly. It's a start, isn't it? So, and we do have a very nice Rode mic that we were using that doesn't seem to have done the job very well, which is a shame. We recorded all of the bits in the car last time with it, and you can probably see it dangling between my legs, which didn't look too great either. But when we listened to it back, all it was basically static noise. It was horrible. So.
Some might say all the gear, no idea, but we had the best gear.
I would say.
Least.
Yeah, exactly. So we've since picked
that guy's just decked it off his bike.
No.
He's getting run over.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh,
spin that shit around. Let's have a look. No!
This guy got run over by a Renault Scenic, and the guy's just got off.
Well, we managed to miss all of that entirely.
Yeah.
Which is good.
That is why we should
have to take our word for it. Yeah.
This guy's just driving off like nothing happened. Just ran someone over.
Okay. I mean, I saw him sat on the deck. Wow. Southport's getting worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
The hell is that?
It's loud, whatever it was.
Is this the
that's the guy.
I mean...
So this is the guy. He's just been run over a few seconds earlier, and now he's just cycling along like nothing happened in a velvet green tank. It's like he's wearing Gucci socks.
They've got the plastic bags in one hand, which are affecting the balance. He's off again. Southport's a mad place when it's sunny, isn't it? Right. It's a seaside town. We've lived here all our lives, so the novelty's worn off a bit.
Yeah.
Well, people come here and get rock, and I mean, have you ever been in one of these arcades?
I don't think I have. Oh no, I think I might have when I was a kid.
They sell fish and chips at the back of that arcade. There's literally a chippy in there.
Carpet must stink in there. Carpet and a fish and chips is not a good mix.
Look at this, typical seaside town. The arcade's actually offering an all-day breakfast for £2 as well.
Should have gone there instead of Hickories. Okay, so we just got back from the UK Hot Cars meet. Quite a few nice cars there.
Found out some interesting things about the Scoob.
Yeah, a couple more things. There's a guy that we used to work with who knows a lot about cars. He's got a boot build on his own car, so we asked him to come over and just have a look on the electronics, because that's the next thing we want to sort, the boot. And
you were surprised?
Yeah, it's a bit of a headache with the amount of wires in there. One issue we've got, which we'll go through in a second and show you, was the boot. There was another battery in there that's running the air ride, and the battery's actually cracked, and I don't know how I didn't notice that. So there's a little bit of battery acid leaking from that, which we need to get swapped ASAP.
Yeah.
Because obviously that could short and cause a major problem.
Set the car on fire?
Yeah, potentially. So yeah, we need to have a little look at that, get the battery swapped, and then Mark's actually going to come out and he's going to try and sort the speakers out for us. Apparently we might only need an amp just to get everything back up and running.
Yeah, which would be good, because there's no point rewiring everything.
No. All we want to do is have a nice functioning boot, just not bare metal and
low fire risk preferably as well.
No combustible materials next to the battery.
The battery acid that's dried up all over everything. But.
Yeah, so not too bad. But then we did notice, well, he noticed a couple of other things whilst looking at the battery in the front.
Yeah. Well, the belts, it's not one fan belt, is it anymore?
Yeah, one of the belts is split into two. So we're now running two belts. But yeah, that's what we're going to probably do. Our next thing, we'll try and fix that. I know it's not a major thing to most people, but we're not mechanics.
No, well, it's news to us, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, not something we spotted, and not something that we probably know how to change that much, but we're going to have a go at it.
We're going to work it out. This is all going to be part of the journey, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be quite trivial to some of you guys, but for us, it's not what we do, so...
No. Any advice, obviously, let us know. Yeah. Swapping a fan belt, it seems easy access, so it shouldn't be too hard, but...
Yeah, fan or cam, I don't even know what belt it is, but we'll have a go at it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So it's really embarrassing before, because we hardly drive this thing. There's people like sat on the wall who obviously know about cars.
It got a lot of spectators.
I couldn't find the catch. I completely forgot, because we have like a daily car that we drive, and I can't remember where the catch was at all. And this guy was just like, "I think it's in the middle, mate." And I was like, "Cheers."
Someone's giving you advice on how to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're working with.
I mean, it looks relatively tidy.
Yeah, it's pretty tidy under here. The inlet manifold needs a bit of a going over, because obviously the reds fades on most of them, to be honest. But
it's purely aesthetic, isn't it?
Yeah. So we were just checking that everything was earth and everything was okay for all these big cables coming in, and then Mark noticed, if you look down in here, don't know if you can quite see, but that belt is split in two. So obviously we don't want that happening, because if that was to happen, I think it's connected to the alternator, so we could have some potential problems there. I think it's a cam belt.
Just a few. We're trying to work out what the make of the sort of the whole induction kit was, wasn't it?
Well, it turns out it's HKS, so probably quite a nice one.
Like Rob says, it looks like it's off a fish tank, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's straight out of a fish tank collecting algae. But yeah, it's looking all right under here, isn't it?
I've seen much worse.
Yeah.
The Mazda looks worse.
Yeah, so that'll probably be in the next couple of videos. We'll have a go at swapping this belt anyway, see what we can do with it.
Yeah, probably just ground the Scoob for life.
Yeah,
when we get it wrong.
Yeah, like we were just saying, for some of you guys, it might be a very easy thing, but we're not that experienced. We're good at driving cars.
Great at driving cars. Great at tuning go-karts and replacing parts on that.
Yeah, but this is a new ball game to us. But
yeah,
we'll give it a go. And you can come along for the journey.
Exactly. How hard can it be?
Yeah. So let's have a quick look in the boot again.
Yeah.
So basically, it turns out that most of the wiring is actually okay. It's labelled, so we should be able to just get an amp, and most of it is going to plug back in, and it'll get all the speakers working again. And then what we can do is just quilt the thing over, make it nice and good visually.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you can get a load of lining for this, 5 metres for a fiver, just get the templates made up.
Yeah, you can even maybe just get some Alcantara.
Yeah, that'd look
Alcantara,
smart,
or just boot liner fabric, and we'll just make our own, because obviously if we did get a boot liner, it's not going to fit, obviously, because of the air ride stuff.
No.
I know this was for a sub, for an adjustable sub.
Ethernet there,
Ethernet LAN
for the
cable
internet.
on it. Yeah, Wi-Fi. Yeah, we also found out that the car's got a plug on the back, so when it used to go to the JBL shows or speaker shows, you could just plug in so it wouldn't drain you. So
Which
you can
makes
plug into
sense.
the mains, yeah.
We got
So
our,
technically this car's a hybrid because you can plug it in.
it's a plug-in hybrid.
Hybrid Scoob.
We've got a nice bit of
Yeah.
dried up battery acid here along the floor,
Yeah.
which, you know, could go up at any moment.
Yeah.
The battery is also cracked open at the top, which is, you know, a bonus.
Yeah, that's something we overlooked and Mark noticed. I don't know why I didn't notice it. I just thought someone took the lid off the battery. But that's not a thing, they're sealed. So yeah, we need to sort that ASAP. So before we drive this thing again, really, you're going to see it parked up here and we're going to be working on it, swapping the battery,
Yeah.
sorting the electrics and swapping the belt. Also, we are going to be seeing some quite nice cars soon. You're going to be working around them, aren't you? So you should follow us on Instagram.
That's true, actually.
there's gonna
I'll
be
try and
some
get
very
stuff on
nice
our
cars.
Instagram stories. I'll try and keep
Yeah.
updated.
Yeah.
Nearly decked it over a bit of wood. All right, we've whipped out the old Chinese selfie stick for a sign-off properly. GoPro's about to die on battery as well, so like I said, we're going to try and do weekly videos. We've said that before in a previous video, but we're committing to this, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
We're putting a lot of stuff on Instagram as well, so not everything will appear on YouTube. There's a lot of things we're going to that won't appear on YouTube necessarily as well. So give us a follow on Instagram. We'd love it if you subscribe to YouTube as well. I hate that everyone says it, but
Yeah, with a channel like ours starting off very slow, you know, make sure you give us a subscribe, make sure you know, we get other people interested as well.
yeah,
We love it.
we're going to go to all the car meets and hopefully see a lot of people face to face, but
Yeah,
you know, we're going to give the YouTube thing a real push. So if you subscribe, that'd be great help. If you like, and drop us a comment as well. A bit of advice about the fan belt would be awesome if you guys.
Or cam belt.
Or cam belt, one of the belts. There's two anyway, so.
Yeah.
And we are on Facebook as well, if anybody still uses that that's under the age of 40, so you know what to do.
So thanks very much for watching,
Yeah.
and we'll see you on the next one.
See you next week, hopefully. How do I turn this thing off?